Bruno Fernandes got sent off 3 times this season already, sir. Should he be relieved as United captain going forward? What are your thoughts? Ruben, it's his squad. Should he change things up with United's captain?
Captain move should not be made in season. I think this is something that we just got to ride out. Look, Bruno Fernandes, United just doesn't have leaders. So you could have the Bruno discussion being like, yeah, he's a good captain at United. When he came into it, I didn't think he was the best captain. I thought De Gea was the man to be the captain at the time because he was much more stoic, quiet leader, and he had won the Premier League, which I thought was like a good thing. Bruno's just too emotional to be a captain, plus he's an attacking player. Attacking players just got to be, they're me, selfish, maybe a little rash, emotional. It doesn't matter if he's just moaning and he's like scoring a bunch of goals. Like nobody cares. Like Ronaldo. Well, Ronaldo was a maniac. He came back to Manchester United. You didn't need to make him captain, right? He's just kind of all focused about himself. I think Bruno and the captain's armband is a bad combination. But that being said, who else could be captain at Manchester United? I don't even think we have any leaders in this team. It speaks to the overall mess that Manchester United is in. And everyone's basically bluffing. And Bruno, as far as the red cards go, he's losing his head. He's gone completely the other way. I felt like with the captain's armband, it was a responsibility put on his shoulders, and he could either improve that part of his game, but it seems like he's gotten worse, and it's affecting him. We also saw Maguire get worse when the armband was a little too heavy for him. And so I think at the end of the day, he shouldn't be the captain, and next season we probably will have a new one. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Gorky's or somebody like that. They signed from Sporting who we could trust because no one in this team can he trust.
Or it might be someone random, like a Mazraoui. Like I could see Mazraoui being a decent, quiet captain because he's got a decent head on his shoulder. I have to agree. And this is a change of pace for me because I've been a long time Bruno advocate, even as the continued captain. But I have to agree. I think you're absolutely right. The player who's not, who's most like the best productive offensive player shouldn't necessarily be your default captain. It's someone who can control themselves under pressure, keep the lads motivated, not lose their head. And he's shown that he can't do that. He's a great player. I hope he can hit the highs we need to take this team to the next level and win some real stuff. I'm not sure that's going to happen because he might be part of the collateral damage in terms of maximizing resell to bring in new players. But we need a new captain now. I don't know who you pick, but I think you're absolutely right. In the summer, assuming he's here next season, I think you're likely to see a new captain for Manchester United because we need a change. And we've seen that multiple times with players just not willing to live up to the expectations of being captain of United. It's a heavy crowd. Maguire couldn't do it. Bruno can't do it.
I mean, does he really look bothered? I mean, does it really bother him, you think? That's the issue that I think is that
do any of them look bothered?
Nothing bothers. No, they don't. Like, does he look really super bothered? Like, is Bruno Fernandes like really concerned about Manchester United, or is he concerned about himself in the team? It's like everyone in Manchester United looks like they're out for themselves, and that's the problem. Is like they don't look bothered. They don't look bothered playing this bad. It looks like a team of individuals who said it so long, and that's because there's just no leadership in this squad. That has to change, and we need a cultural reset. So, we controversially said Rashford and Bruno should probably go after last year because this whole like them in the locker room being the highest paid players or them leading this team, it doesn't really work. And we're seeing it just fall apart completely. And so you got to cash in on those players and probably have a cultural reset. I think Bruno Fernandes is a good player, right? You see him in Portugal. He's a great attacking player. He's our best player. But culturally, this locker room is so toxic. You got to burn it down to the ground, and you have to burn everything that anyone touched who was a part of this team to the ground. You got to then light some healing smoke or some bad juju removing, fragrances because it's so horrible. Like that's the real issues at Manchester United is it's kind of goes to just the whole ethos of the club has been lost through all the money and contracts and selfishness. And anyone who's a part of this team is really ultimately part of the problem. So they got to go.
No, I got to agree with you here. It's a burn the boats moment for Manchester United. It's like nobody can be left behind. There's no collateral. It's like at this point we have to start over, start afresh. And you basically just start with like the kids and then the players that you just brought in who do have, staying power, like the Mazraouis of the mix. So either way, it's a big decision to be made at Manchester United. Does Bruno Fernandes...
Yes, but if you reset the slate for Ruben Amorim, what's this team going to look like? It's going to look like Sporting, right?
No, we need to do it.
Because there's no more BS.
To do it.
There's no more Marcus Rashford. There's no more Bruno Wingen. There's no more just like a bunch of bluffing around this team. If you reset the culture and then you reset it and let Amorim rebuild it, that's when you'll see United play well again. Until then, this is more of the same, just Band-Aids over bullshit for years to come, and United will never win anything. But let us know what you think in the comments. Bruno Fernandes, should he be the captain? People are moaning about him. Should we sell him? How are we going to fix Manchester United? Also, subscribe to our channel. We need your support. Only 20% of the people who watch our videos actually subscribe. It's free, helps the channel. Smash the like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.